Hey everybody, Cajun Reviews for you, coming straight at you again today. Today I want to talk to you about my Milwaukee, these are regular hand style screwdrivers. So I bought this set, it's a set of 6. I bought this at a Home Depot for about $55. It's a set, like I said, it's a set of 6. It has 6 total tools in it. This is the 1/4 inch flat. This must be the 5/16 flat. It is. And this one's 3/16. This is Phillips number 3 right here. Phillips number 2. And Phillips number 1. And the reason why I wanted this set, number one, because I was not happy with the grips on the Klein screwdrivers that I had. And those screwdrivers are actually in my home toolbox right now, just pretty much staking up space and collecting dust. Anyway, I didn't like those for my using those for every day on my job. I wanted something better. I wanted something that if I lose one or I break one, I can go to the store and buy just this one to replace it and keep my set intact. So the Milwaukee screwdrivers and Home Depot provide that. The other thing I like about these tools is on the bigger drivers, it has these nuts right here where you could put a wrench right here if you're trying to turn a fastener that's really tight. You set the driver on the fastener, put a wrench right here, and it gives you more leverage to turn it. I do like that the tips are laser etched. This black portion of the shaft is, I guess, must be some kind of hardened steel, and the tip is laser etched. And there's also some knurling right here on the shaft that help you get a grip. So if you're using it like this, using this hand, and you normally use my left hand to kind of guide it into place and hold things. And like I said, I'll turn it like this, and then turn it with that, and then turn it like this, and then turn it like that. That's just how I do it. This knurling right here helps you get a grip on the steel part of the shaft. So I got six in this set. These are some heavy duty tools. I feel like this thing is pretty stout. This is a screwdriver right here. This is not like some little cheapo depot piece tool right here. This thing has got some weight to it. It's stout. It's sturdy. It seems like it's solid. So I really like this. This is the Phillips number 1 and Phillips number 2 tools. These are pretty solid too as well. This one sees a lot of action in my day-to-day use in my job. This is the Phillips number 2. It also has the knurling right here on the shaft, and it's laser etched right here on the end. This is the Phillips number 1, pretty much the same deal. I wish this shaft was a little bit longer, maybe the length of the Phillips number 2. I wish the shaft was a little longer on the Phillips number 1, but it is what it is. It's still a good tool. This one right here is a 3/16 flat. I work on commercial fire alarms pretty much every day. And for those of you who may be familiar with the Edwards signaling systems, or Edwards Systems Technologies, SIGA 270 pull station, or 270, SPO is the conventional style. That little screw in the top of the device to open up the front portion of the handle. This fits perfectly on there, and that's pretty much why I carry this. This is the 3/16 flathead screwdriver, and then this is the 1/4 inch flat. They're all pretty much quality made. They're all made in the USA. They're stamped USA right here, all made by Milwaukee. I do like that these tools have the size and the type of screwdriver printed on the end of the screwdriver. I noted that in some of my other videos that some screwdrivers do not have a marking right here on the end, and it's kind of a grab bag. Just pull one out and hopefully you got the right one. Whereas with this, they're all in a bag like this, or standing up like this. I can see which one is which, and I can pull the right one out the first time. So all of these drivers have the little knockout in them, or a hole in them to put a squid for a tool lanyard. If you're working in a lift or on a scaffold or on a big ladder, most places will require, and you should do it anyway, is to have a tool lanyard here to support this tool. Should you drop it, the tool will be clamped to something stationary and not let this hit the ground, because if this falls from height, you know, it's going to fall heavy end first, and you know, or any end, no matter how this thing falls, and especially an even bigger one like this, if this was to hit somebody in the head, that could probably kill them if this falls from a big height. So having these holes here, you can put the squid through there and a tool lanyard on it. So what I also purchased on top of this set was these two drivers here. This is a square bit number 2. These are also laser etched on the tips with the hardened steel and the knurling here. You could also put a combination wrench right here because of the way this end of this handle's made right here, if you need to get more leverage. This is ECX number 2. I use this one pretty heavily on when I'm working with steel conduit fittings, because this fits on the screws for a lot of the connectors, and it just gives a better grip on that fastener, because normally if you use a Phillips, like a Phillips number 2, it ends up rounding out the screw and just doesn't go very well. But anyway, I usually use this ECX number 2 that fits on that. All these drivers, the handles are about the same size, even though the blade of the driver is smaller. The handles are pretty much roughly the same size in diameter, so they're all easy to grip. It's easy to handle. See, I might wrap my hand around it pretty easily, like that, and where my thumb position is. I wish that they offered in the Phillips number 2 to make a longer version than this. So maybe a Phillips number 2 with a shaft about to the end of this one right here. So add another 3 inches to this. So this is a 6-inch, make a 9-inch. I wish they had that, but I couldn't find that. I couldn't find it on the Milwaukee website either. This set did not include the ECX or the square tips, but this set is the Milwaukee MT200-6 set, about $55 at Home Depot. I see there's only one on the shelf here locally. I don't know if they're about to replace these with something else. Milwaukee's about to upgrade this, but this is some pretty good tools, honestly. And like I said, my Klein screwdrivers like this are sitting in my home toolbox, doing nothing, collecting dust, taking up space, because the grips were just not that great. And also the tips wore out pretty fast. So I've been using these Milwaukees. I'm satisfied with them. I think this is a good tool, and I recommend these tools. I work with this pretty much every day. The bigger screwdrivers stay in my backpack. I don't use that too often. But as far as the Phillips number 2, the square and this 3/16 flat, and the ECX, I use those pretty regularly. So I just want to talk to y'all today about that and let y'all know this is what I'm using, this is how I'm using it, and this is what I got. But anyway, please like, follow, and share this video. I hope it was educational for you. If you have any questions, please send me a DM or post a comment with the video. I will get back to you as soon as I can. But thank you very much for watching. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye.